What's going on, collective? Welcome back. You are at the Oracle's desk, as you already know. We like to change things up around here quite a bit. We have some interesting charms once again from the poll from yesterday or from this morning. We have, let's see, Death is going to send us some help, which is exciting, against Hydra and witchcraft and other things, religion. And then we have a big peanut and a little peanut. We have the man. It's like a man dances. Well, I saw the man. I was very drawn to him. When I grabbed him, the two dancers, the lovers, popped up. We have a movie. We have count them, two golf sticks, which, I mean, come on. And then an oracle read. Somebody has predicted, and it is coming. A soft life is on its way. I don't know, that could be good or bad depending on who you are. Our metals are protected and they will sweeten up. That's from the other day. I'm going to keep that out as a good omen for us. And we have an expansion in emotions from the moon. And then we also have something for the high priestess. There's a bloom and a leaf fall. So right away, I feel like whenever we see a leaf, I say that it is from a great tree that is being felled, usually a government institution. And so something's falling and something's blooming. And it's giving me right now, you can't grow in the shade of a great tree. Well, you also can't grow in the shade of a great bunch of tomfoolery and and crooked black sheep behavior. If this sounds interesting to you and you don't mind loud human noises, this is your tarot station. So we're going to light some stuff on fire. I'm going to grab a tasty beverage. We're going to get into the charms. If that doesn't sound good, thanks for sticking around this long, and I'll hopefully catch you next time. Just get a read from the incense. A little fire, a little air magic, a little fire magic. Okay. Let's let the charms tell us where we are starting today. Let me go ahead and lower this now because I'll start putting cards out and then I won't lower it and you guys will be like, I can't see. I'm sorry, I forget. We're still in transition over here at the Oracle's desk. Tell me about the energies floating through here, please. Another seahorse. Are you ready? Where are we going today? We're at the breaking point. Great. I'm going to go right here with this. Or this. This could all be the same message. We are at the breaking point. Could also be an oracle message. Could go either way. Let's get, I don't know, 2 more cards. Let's see where we're at. This thing keeps falling down. Oh, I'm tired today. How you guys feeling? Feeling tired? I did a lot yesterday, so maybe that's why I'm fatigued. King of Swords. This is something you might not want to know, but I'm being guided that you're going to need to know this, and I'm already being guided to the scary deck, and I already don't want to get that deck. Why? I feel like we're doing fine right here. Okay. We had a reading the other day, about a tree. And this was an integral part of the tree message, and so was this. And I'm getting all right. I already know what this is the growth. This is the tree cutting. And this is the high priestess watching it. Okay. You're deciding what to cut, or something's being decided what is going to go. Now, we have all 10 wands here, and maybe somebody's passion got too much. Maybe they became overburdened with ideas, or I'm not sure. We'll get into it as we get further into the I just almost said mission. That was weird. Further into the reading. Something had to get cut. I'm getting, oh, what? I'm getting lumberjack from this. Getting lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I eat all night and I work all day. All right. Is that how it goes? There's something about this not being evenly distributed. Like I said, the great tree needs to come down so that it can be balanced out. 10 wands, 6 pentacles, 1 sword. Yeah, you're deciding, or they are deciding what to cut. Where do I go from here? So something can bloom, so something can get enough shade. So there's a decision here. We got to cut some stuff out because it's too burdensome, whatever this load is you're carrying. Now, wands are usually new ideas. You get a page of wands or an ace of wands. New beginnings, new passion, a new rabbit hole. Something sparks your interest. And I think maybe you have too many interests, or they do. Now, when I speak of the larger they, I mean the powers that be. And I feel like I've said this for a while, they have too much to manage. When you have unlimited money, it's one thing, but even then, it's burdensome. It's way too much to manage. This inability to manage is what's going to bring a lot of prices and things down, I think, for us, from people who own a lot of things, not just from people selling because they need to make money off of these objects or they need the money, but because they just simply can't manage it. There's that Ace of Wands. There's that Magician. Oh, victory. Okay, couple out of the blue. Come on. I like it. Yep, Temperance. Look, rebalancing. Okay, rebalancing. Something was out of balance. It was too heavy a burden for it to be carried. It needed to be rebalanced. Maybe you were guided by the angels to rebalance, or maybe this is divine interference saying, no, this is out of balance. We're going to put this back in order. And that could be the new idea. You can see here this rod is considerably thicker compared to these little sticks. So maybe it's I mean, I'm just going to go into horticulture, guys, because it's what I can vibe off of. So try to stick with me if you can. Be patient with me. While I translate this energy. You may have planted the wrong kind of trees. Now, I know in an orchard, or especially if you buy land and you hope to farm on it, people will have planted things all over the place. And a lot of times people don't understand what they're planting. They're like, oh, I want an apple tree, right? And they get the apple tree, and it's like the wrong kind of apple. Like you were hoping you'd get a lot of picking apples, but you accidentally bought a crab apple tree. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with your trees, but I feel like here, these are the wrong trees. These are the wrong rods. These are the wrong ideas. This was the wrong, the branch is overloaded. I do know that if you have too many, you can over-pollinate a tree. It's not always a good thing to have bees in a grove because what'll happen is they'll pollinate too many flowers and then your tree will overproduce. And then what'll happen is your tree will go dormant the next year and you won't have any apples, and or um, it'll be so overcome with fruit it will actually break some of the branches. So there's something like that going on here. It's the wrong tree. And the magician has been summoned by the King of Swords magic. Well, the King of Swords magic's been summoned. Maybe you got these signs from God or the divine, but whatever it is, this rebalancing is a victory for you. So it's not something to be afraid of. Why is it at my desk? Because you need to know what to cut. Or Hydra is what? Hydra? Oh yeah, we had this earlier. Death's help. Maybe lightning's coming. Maybe nature's coming and it'll hit the tree. Look, the Empress. Maybe nature's coming and it'll hit the tree and that will take down some of it. I don't know. There's definitely higher. Well, you know what? There's the devil. Let me get. Oh, High Priestess cards. Here they are. Here we go. Some magic afoot. Cutting magic, chopping magic. What's the word I'm looking for? Lumberjack magic. Are you a lumberjack? You may be. Yeah, you may be a lumberjack. There's the Ace of Wands again. Are you cutting trees down? Yeah, look, you don't want to do this. This is not a fun festivity for you. This is actually really horrible. You do not want to cut this tree down. Ooh, this. Oh, I'm sorry, there's like a huge pressure shift or something. It's weird. Ooh, has that ever happened to you guys? Yeah, you got two aces of wands here. But this is right. You have to do something. You do not want to. You do not want this to, you do not want to cut whatever this is down or cut it out or have anything happen to it. This isn't your decision. 1411. This isn't your decision. This is God's decision. 1414. Hit subscribe. I know what you've been up to. I know why you're at my desk. You, King of Swords, have been avoiding the tower. You've been avoiding the tower. I see why too. You put a lot into this. This get to 10 of wands. This was a lot of. It could be an apple orchard. It could be a any kind of orchard. There's the high priestess sign or empress sign again. The bunny. Yeah, it's just a lot for you you do not want to chop anything down. Yeah, I wouldn't want to either. I don't like cutting things down. If we're speaking in trees here now, sometimes the tree's got to go, especially if it's too close to the house or the branches or it's just structurally. Look at you. You are not happy about this, losing this tree. What is the tree? Can I know? Watch, I'll get a stump. She'll give me a stump. I guarantee it. Watch. What is the tree? What is the King of Swords cutting out, Millie? What is going on? What's going on? Tree. What is the tree? Okay, we're not doing all of that. Oh, the devil's here. Hydra's here. Fucking A. God damn it. The devil. Okay, this is definitely big H, not little h. This is not one human. This is a lot of humans. This is a big conglomerate, not a single person. We have heaven and hell on the board. And now my reading is blown. Now I don't know what's going on. Okay. There's an overburden of something. We're not sure what, but we're just using the tree analogy here for now. Something needed to be cut. You knew it needed to be cut. You didn't cut it. Or something should have died that didn't die. Something should have died that didn't die because it had a natural help. Okay. So now death has come to reorder this disorder from these institutions. We get Hydra message every day, y'all. Every day. So the lumberjack is here. God's lumberjack, let's just say. The magician is using his swords to cut down some of the trees so that other things can grow and there can be a rebalance. So other things can bloom. We have whatever this tree is, it's not a good thing. It's not a nice tree in a grove. It's something grotesque and hideous and vile, and we are glad to have this gone. That being said, whatever it is, it's necessary for us to live or be comfortable or have order. Look at 3 bad guys and a comet. 84, 6, and 44. Comet is 77. God, I know when I look back at this, I'm going to be like, it's this, it's da-da-da-da-da. It could be these institutions, these bad things, And didn't I say mismanagement? And I've said before, Hydra brings itself down because its tentacles get too long and it'll bring itself down because it just can't manage. So I think that's what we're being warned. There are earthly things, because the devil's here too, and pentacles are here. There are earthly things that God is coming to smite. The angels are coming to smite whatever this energy is versus this energy. Okay, whatever this versus this is, it's also giving like fallen one. Let me get some confirmation, and then we'll call this read done. So someone's going to cut something down. It has to be cut down. God's cutting it down. They've been avoiding this. It is a sentence. It is judgment. Yeah. Heaven and hell are both working here to bring it down. Oh, look, the Chariot again, you guys. This is happening fast. Way faster than this slow read. One more card to confirm, please. One more card to confirm. King of Cups. Yeah. That's the lower arcana, High Priest. Maybe that's what'll grow. Maybe whatever it is in the way of the masculine energy being able to flow, and elevate more high priests. I mean, that's a stretch, but hey, why not? Let's get confirmation from Thoth, though, because he's all about energy flow. We'll see if the energy's flowing or not after this. If it's flowing, that means yes. And if it's not, that means no. And you're going to be here with me for another 20 minutes. And subscribe, collective. Well done, Thoth again. Well done. Collective. If you stayed this long through this reading, thank you for bearing with me while I struggled through it. God is coming to stop whatever this is now. This is the second time that we've had one of these bombastic readings, okay? Death is being sent to aid us. It is felling some of these things that are making it so we cannot grow. This is from the angels. This is also from hell. The great rebalancing is here. And you know why it's from hell, guys? Because you were not what you promised. Okay? And something said, I want to be fed. And he said, sure, I'll feed you and I'll do whatever you say and we'll work together and we'll be best buds. And then you squelched on the deal. And guess what that means for you, kid? That means not good stuff for you, kid. But it means good stuff for the people who have been holding on. Get ready, guys. Hang on, lady. We go for a ride.